Hello and welcome back to Sonny Talk Spurs, and today I'm going to be answering the question, can Tottenham compete with the biggest teams in the Premier League this season? But before I get into this, if you are new on the channel, why don't you leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs and hit that notification bell for every time I go live. Now, let's get into the video. So this video was sparked by two big fixtures which are either side of this video, and the first one was obviously the North London derby away from home at the Emirates against Arsenal. Obviously finished in a 2-2 draw, but, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I do actually believe this after reassessing and reevaluating after a couple of days or so, I think we were the better team. I think we could have walked away with 3 points in that game. I thought we were really strong in certain departments. We had the better chances. We controlled the game a bit better. I think Arsenal were a bit rattled in stages. I think they over-celebrated at certain points. And we were just the far better team. You know, we were showing after 6 games, 6 fixtures in the Premier League under a new boss, we're going in the right direction. And this is a project at Arsenal, which is now, 5 or so years in? And we are showing we can compete away from home against a big team. And then obviously on the flip side, the next fixture is Liverpool. Now, heading into this game, I'm a bit more confident than I was coming into this run of games after the international break. I think, I fancy us to give Liverpool a good go. I think at home that really helps. We've had 2 really good home games already with Sheffield United and Manchester United. I was at the Man United game and we put on a good show. The fan base is really getting behind this good new team with Ange Postecoglou at the helm, and it's a very good time to be a Spurs fan. But, with the question itself, competing with teams at the top level, I think a few pundits got Tottenham wrong heading into this season. I'm not sitting here and being like, we're going to win the league, we're definitely going to get top 4, but I think we were written off, especially under Ange Postecoglou and his style of play. Obviously, stereotypically, Ange Postecoglou never starts strong or on the front foot when he gets to a club. It takes time for his style of play to really get going and to actually hit the ground running, you could say. But under this, iteration of Ange Postecoglou, we're undefeated so far in the Premier League. We put some good performances in already. We're scoring goals. We're defending quite well as well, actually. Apart from, I speak about that North London derby game, apart from a wicked deflection, which you can't really help, and a penalty for a handball, which is a bit dubious at this, because the handball rule's a bit odd, we looked quite comfortable in defence. There wasn't really much rashness or anything like that. I think we played quite well in that department. And also, I feel like people like Paul Merson said, teams like Tottenham or a team like Tottenham playing this way are going to get rolled over and battered. But we've got the players who have got the capability to hold their own in these fixtures. And that's why I'm confident heading into the Liverpool game that we can actually give them a good game, because they're in a transition period under Klopp. Obviously, they are in good form, but, they're, apart from their front line, I think their midfield and defence is still there to be had. And I think our defence and midfield are looking quite all right at the moment. I think, obviously, Salah, Nunes, players like that will be hard to handle. But I back the boys, and I think they could do a good job. But, looking at the personnel, and speaking of our defence, 5 of the back line, the whole back line, including the goalkeeper, that was their first North London derby at the weekend. And you've got to think, like, Vicario, what a breath of fresh air he is. I might have been wrong about Vicario. I feel like he is a good player. He's amazing at playing out with his feet. We've been used to Lloris, Dyer, Sanchez. This new back line it's very good. It could compete with a top level, I think. Fullbacks or wing-backs playing fullback and actually doing a good job. Pedro Porro has come on leaps and bounds, but Destiny Udogie, wow. Apart from that early onslaught against Saka and getting a yellow card, he really grew into the game. And he, in an attacking sense and defensive-wise, Mickey van der Ven, what a player. He could be playing for a Man City, a Liverpool or Arsenal. He is that good. And even Romero, he had those 2 incidents in the North London derby, but still showed how much he is benefiting from a manager like Ange Postecoglou. And also, Sarr, Basuma, what have they done to that midfield? They have made it so good. Basuma controlling the game at the end. Sarr, some of the passing, maybe not his shooting, but his passing, very, very strong. And Maddison, What a signing. Unlocking Heung-Min's son, who, you know, people were saying about Harry Kane and losing Harry Kane. Son is going to fill that gap. He is going to be fantastic. And being flanked by Kulusevski, Solomon, Johnson, they'll bring the best out of him as well. It's a positive time to be a Spurs fan. Obviously, as I say, I don't think we're going to, you know, put on a title charge, compete with Manchester City, like facing Manchester City. They'll probably beat us this season. But, you know, even teams like West Ham, they'll have a low block. They'll be hard to break down. But I think this fear of Spursiness and going to stadiums and, you know, not turning up, no passion under the previous managers of Mourinho and Conte, I think this is getting slowly banished. I feel like you can be positive again about Tottenham. We can go to stadiums, we can turn up, we can put on a display, we can look good. We put in performances we're proud of now. And that's what you want to see at this top level. You want to see a team who care, who have got heart and passion. And they showed all of that against Arsenal. They're going to show it against Liverpool. I am that positive with this team. Ange Postecoglou is the perfect man for the job. He is a fantastic manager, statesman. You know, even Arsenal fans are saying how good he is. It's just such a good time to be a Spurs fan. I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. I just want to be positive because that's what the team needs at the moment to get to that next level. A few more signings in certain positions and a bit more depth will be fantastic because I still think injuries could be a problem this season. But as I say, I'm very positive. Can we compete though? I think we're getting closer. I think we're closing that gap as the seasons go by. But proof will be in the pudding, I guess, at the end of this season. And there we have it. Let me know your thoughts. Can Tottenham compete with the top teams in the Premier League? Or do you think we're still Spursy and got that, you know, sort of badness elements in us still? What did you make of the Arsenal result? Let me know about that. And what are your predictions for Liverpool as well? I'm going to do probably a Liverpool prediction preview piece this week, so stay tuned for that as well. And as I said at the top end of the video, if you have enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, and hit that notification bell as well. And I've been Sonny. I'll speak to you very soon, and a ciao.